I want to be very honest with you, and I'm starting the video by telling you this fact, that the interview for the DV lottery winners at the consular office at the US Embassy is the easiest and the quickest interview you'll ever have in your entire life. I know this is scary for many people, especially for the people who have never been at the US Embassy. But it is also scary because you know your fate is on that particular day. But I want to tell you, it is one of the easiest interview you will ever have. And I'm going to explain to you why that interview is very, very simple, easy, and very quick compared to other types of interviews. Yes, other types of interviews are quicker too, but they're not easy, other types of interview. But this DV lottery interview, if you are going to get green card through lottery, is the easiest interview at the consular officer. And I'm going to explain how long will it take average, and what are some of the important questions they're going to ask, and why am I saying it is a guarantee, a slam dunk, that you are going to be given the visa. As long as you meet the qualifications, basically. As long as you didn't lie, obviously. I'm saying if everything is constant, everything is okay, why are you going to be guaranteed to be given the visa? Welcome everyone, this is EBM Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and I welcome you to the headquarters of opportunities here at the EBM Scholars, talking to you right from my home office here in Belton in the great state of Missouri, United States of America. So, if today is your first time to come across to this channel, thank you so much for choosing me and coming here to check some videos. Remember to subscribe to this particular YouTube. Remember to share these videos. Remember to like the video. By liking, you are forcing YouTube to share to others. And even if you're not looking for green card information, you can get about information about coming to America or going to Europe through education, through work, through volunteering, or even other opportunities of writing books and conferences. Let's go. Continue from here now. So, let me go straight about the DV lottery interviews at the consular officer when you go. Number one, you have won the DV lottery. Number two, you have filled the DSC 260 correctly with all the information. Whether you are single or married with kids, you filled, you submitted. You have a good case number. The KCC, Kentucky Consular Center, will send you the email. Send us the documentation, which are passport, birth certificate, if you are married, marriage certificate, if you have been to prison, prison certificate, whatever the record. Then they need also the police clearance. If you have children, the same information with the children, all those kind of things, you need them. If you have served in the military as military personnel, you also need to have the military record. So you send that information. KCC doesn't require, or they don't ask you for, what the documents, they don't ask you for education, they don't ask you for work experience. That is the final decision at the US Embassy. So, then they send the second notification letter, which is the interview schedule date. Before the interview, you have to do the medical, and then you go to the interview. So, when you go to the interview, first of all, you get the second notification letter, you are given the chance, if you wanted to go with an interpreter, send the information to the local US Embassy in your country, informing that you'll be going to interpreter so, and their ID, you send whatever, all the information, not by surprise, they know and they are expecting you to go with the interpreter. So if you do not know English, or you are not confident to use English, basically the questions are very simple, but if you wanted to have whatever, you don't go with a lawyer, because someone asks, can I go with the lawyer? Lawyer for what? You're not appealing anything. It's just the simple questions for the interview. So, the documents which you submitted to KCC are the same documents to go with them in the interview, in addition to work experience and education, and obviously the photo. So even there is one question at the mostly, if you go to the frequent asked question, Here they say the frequent asked question from the Department of State about the DS-260. Should I go with the printed DS-260? What do they say? The question is, do I bring my DS-260 application with me to the interview? They tell you, you should not bring your application with you to your interview. The interviewing officer will have a full access to your review application online. So they'll be able to review your entire application online. So you don't need to print out, but you need to print the barcode. There is barcode, you need to have that one. What does that mean? It means the information you posted there, if you said, I have bachelor degree, bring the certificates. Don't about, I finished my bachelor degree in 1982. We don't care about that. Bring the certificate. Prove to us you have that education. You said you have been working to this company A, company B for this year, to this year, for this year, have this training. Show us the evidence. Without that evidence, they don't give you the visa. So, when you arrive there, what happens? First thing, there is a metal detector. So that means you don't need to wear a belt, like those kind of things. How do you wear that day? You don't need to wear a suit. Even like how I'm wearing this way, it's okay. You can wear jeans, but don't wear the t-shirts with the bad signs and the American flag burning or something. Don't go crazy, because some people, you might start complicating your life. Don't start putting too much perfume. No, just go decent or just normal, business casual. You'll be good. You are there at the embassy. You reach there. There is the first gate. You get into the first gate. If you have never been to the US embassy, there are local police. Then you go to the gate. There are two gates. There is general gate, which can go to the library and other things, and there is a gate for the consular section. So we go to the consular section. If you go there, there is another people. They will be there to check you again. If you, they'll tell you if you have coin, whatever. You put everything there. Then you go inside. This is during before pandemic, but now you have to wait outside because of the pandemic, because the waiting rooms are smaller. They have to have 6 feet apart according to the CDC guidelines. So you'll be told to wait outside at that time, but to give them the documents. They take the documents, everything, they're going to photocopy, whatever, and then they'll give you back your documents. Then you'll be called to the window. If you are single, your interview will be 3, maximum too many minutes is 5 minutes. That is too much. If you are married and the children, 5, so many minutes is 8. That is so many minutes. But usually it's a very, just 3. My interview, I didn't get a green card, but I've told like the interview for visa, for the interview for the student visa or scholars visa. One time it was like a minute and a half, another one was less than a minute. Oh, so are you coming back? Where is that? Where are you? So it was just like a very casual, but forget about that. So the question would be, you go there, oh, how are you? Oh, congratulations for winning the DV lottery. So why this interview is very easy compared to any other interview? This interview is interview for the what we call the immigrant visa. Immigrant visa. So this is people where they get confused. They think that any person lives in America and coming from any other country is immigrant. No. According to the law, immigrant in America is any person who is a permanent resident. You are coming here to live on a permanent basis. If you come to study PhD, you come to study bachelor degree, to study master's degree, come to visit someone, you come for a conference, you come here to be sick, whatever it is, you are a visitor. You are just on a temporary. You are applying and you came here in America on what is called the non-immigrant visa. You come to America, and then expectation after a certain time, after your time to be here is over, you have to go back to your home country. So this is what gives the two types of difference of questions, and this is what is making the non-immigrant visa difficult versus immigrant visa of the DV lottery. Non-immigrant visa, first of all, you have to convince the consular officer that my intention to go to America is to go to study, to get education only. I don't want to plan to marry anybody. I don't plan to stay there. I don't plan to do anything. I like my country so much. I have these assets. Convince them with the assets and the resources you have in your country, that if I go to study in America, if I go for visit in America, if I go to do anything in America, after maybe I go for graduation, I will come back before my visa expires. Which is a very tough thing to do, by the way. Assume you just graduated bachelor degree, you don't have a good job, you don't have land, you don't have the house, you don't have whatever. How are you going to convince consular that you'll be going back to your home country? Or you are working, your salary is $400 per month, $500 per month. While you're working at McDonald's, working at whatever general labor, you can get more than $2,000 per month. So you see, for that particular reason, you are likely to be denied the visa if you are applying what we call non-immigrant, because you have to prove that I'm going back to my home country. And that is written in the travel.state.gov that the #1 impression of the consular is you are going there, you want to disappear. So prove to me, convince me otherwise that I'm going back to my home country. But on the other side, if you are on the DV lottery, which is the immigrant visa, you are coming in America to live on the permanent basis. So there is no question that, so when you go there, are you coming back to your home country? Prove to me that you come back to your country in Ghana. Prove to me that you are going back to Madagascar. Prove to me that you are going back to Tanzania. No, they're not going to do that. Why? Because the visa itself is going to give you this opportunity to stay here on a permanent. And if you want to live outside of America while you're a green card holder, you will deal with Uncle Sam, with the government. If you're going to stay more than 6 months, you have to get the advance parole form that to notify the government if you're out of America. You see the problem? You have to be stick here. But non-immigrant, no, you have to stick in your own country. You come here, you go back. But if you come as a permanent, you have to stay here. If you go out of here, there is a certain time you must be here, or you have to get the permission to be longer than that time. So for that case, you will not be asked the question, tell me what resources do you have in your country? Tell me how much you like your country. Tell me how patriotic you have your own country. Those questions are not over there. And there is no perception that you are coming in America to have intention to disappear to be a permanent resident. Because obviously you're coming as a permanent resident. That is #1 question, the difference. #2, which makes this visa very easy. Green card, if it is a marriage interview, is a little bit different than the green card lottery. Why? Because in the marriage, you have to prove that, okay, this is a bona fide marriage. I'm not marrying this person because I'm not a fraud, whatever, all those kind of things you have to prove to the government. But the green card lottery, I won the lottery, so you are the one who gave me this opportunity. So there is no about giving the evidence that you love this woman or you love this person so that you're going to get married. No. I won the lottery. So what they need to do, that's why they want to see your passport. If the passport you used to apply during this time after the introduction of the passport is the same guy, you were the one who applied. If the name on the DV lottery application matches, or the name which is the letter which is the name of winning which you have got that letter matches the passport, and you were the one who filled the DS260, you have verified that information. So they don't have the question, give me the relationship between you and the US government. There is not that question. So the question have been narrowed down to, where are you going to stay in America? Or do you know the host, the name, whatever? And that's the normal question. What do you plan to do in America? And that question, as long as we are not saying anything incriminating like a criminal activity, I do not know yet. I might go to school. That's a good answer too. Or I'm planning, maybe I will just do banking, or I might change from banking to become a teacher, or I'm planning to join the military. The answer you are going to give is not going to say they are going to deny you because you say I'm planning to become a chef, I'm planning to become a musician. You can say anything as long as it's not illegal. You will be given the visa. The other question will be saying, okay, so if you are married, show the evidence of marriage. If you are saying you have worked for this guy, show the evidence. If you say you are a teacher, whatever, give us the evidence. So the interview, the whole interview is 3 minutes, 5 minutes max. If you are single, you have a family, 8 minutes. I've never seen any person with a family go for more than 10 minutes. I've never seen that one. So the questions are very simple. It's just to prove that you are the one who applied, to prove that you have the work experience or education which is required. If you prove that one, oh, okay, so you are going to which state, whatever, it becomes normal. From there, you are going to be guaranteed to be given the visa. But if you don't have work experience, you don't have the education you didn't end up high school, you are just going there, because you failed to put the work experience you did for free, you assumed when you were told work experience, you assume you must get the salary. That's a problem. So this is the easiest interview. It's a slam dunk as long as you know how to fill properly the DSC 260. So check my 2 videos. One, the most important things on DSC 260, but also the instruction on the DSC 260 I put in the description of this video. But also I have put another video separately, the things which will make you be denied the visa despite of winning the DV lottery. What are the mistakes you're going to do which will cost you the chance of not coming to the greatest country on the planet Earth, United States of America. So congratulations everyone who has won the DV lottery, and on behalf of the United States government, welcome home, welcome to the United States of America, and make sure that you come here with the spirit of developing your personal life, your family, and obviously to develop and be the great person here in America and make America is a better place, and also your country. Don't forget, no matter how many years you have been here, remember, you have a blood of another country. Make sure that you do better things also for your country. Even if it's not monetary, just even to share certain things, you can be able to help another person where you come from. Don't forget where you are from. So remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone for your continued support to the EBM Scholars, the home of opportunities.